Welcome back. It's time to configure. We're inside the switch. There you go. Enter. So let's start doing some basic configurations. All right, so enable. Of course, I abbreviate. You can't. Enable. Config T. Let's give the switch a name. Host name. SW1. Switch 1. Very simple. No spaces. Remember, can't have spaces in the host names. We'll do the same things we did in the router. Enable, password, Cisco, enable, secret, student. And again, just as a refresher, remember that these two passwords are the same thing. They're to get to privilege mode. These are your privilege mode passwords. The secret is encrypted with an MD5 hash. It will override the plain text password of Cisco. All right, so that's what these two passwords are. Why do we have these two passwords on there? In case we need to revert to an older iOS that does not understand the secret syntax. So then we go service, password, hyphen encryption, right? Same thing, banner, MOTD, message of the day, money sign, welcome, which it won't be, welcome to switch 1, SW1, and end it with a money sign. Symbols must be the same. So same things apply. Username, LDS, privilege, I tab that, don't want to make any spelling mistakes. Username, LDS, privilege, 15, administrative privileges. Password, 0 Cisco. Okay, I'm not worried about the 00 means plain text because I have my service password hyphen encryption. They use a 7 to encrypt all plain text passwords, past, present, and future. So I'm not worried about that. All right, let's do the IP domain hyphen lookup. IP domain Cisco. Oops, sorry. IP domain name hyphen name. Sorry, Cisco. IP name hyphen server. We'll just make up an address 192.168.100.100. That'll be the name server. Okay. We can then let's do the lines. Line VTY 0 space 15. Password Cisco. Login local. Right. Login only 2 G's. Synchronous. Yes, of course. Oh, login. Look at that. Login synchronous. Okay. Exec hyphen timeout 0 minutes 0 seconds. You can put 10 minutes 0 seconds. What you need to remember is that the first number is minutes, second number is seconds. All right, and then we can do transport input all, where it could be telnet or SSH. I can show you both. All right, we haven't done the line con 0. Let's do line con 0. Password Cisco. Login local. And then we do same thing, exec hyphen timeout 0 space 0. And then login synchronous. All right, we do WR, or we exit, copy, run, start. All right, let's do exit, and then we're going to do a show start now that we have a start to look at. So now we see that we have the service password encryption. We have the, that's the shift key. We have the enable secret. Take a look at the encryption. You've known this from the routers. Okay, there's the username with, see how the service password hyphen encryption encrypted all plain text passwords using 7. All right, 7. All right, and nothing on our interfaces. We haven't done nothing with the interfaces yet. We don't need to. okay? And we have our banner, we have our line con and our line VTY, which we actually configured that we can do both Telnet and SSH. Now remember I said it was very important that you will be putting an IP address in interface VLAN 1 because you want to be able, as the IT admin or the main guy that's going to go in there and do changes, you got to go inside the native VLAN. So you go int VLAN 1, you go IP address, and let's say this would be, again, as an example, 192.168, oops, 168.100.253, 255.255.255.0, enter. And then we need to turn on, no shut. See, I said change state to up. All right, but we need to go back to privilege mode and put a default gateway. Because if you're remote to the switch, whether you're in another broadcast domain, think of it that way. You're in another broadcast domain that makes you are remote to the switch. You need that IP default hyphen gateway. You need that, and that's going to be your router's LAN, the one that's the F00 or F01, whatever's pointing down. That's connected to the switch. So 192.168.100.254. So these are, I don't know if I missed any. I don't think so. I think I give you more than I should have. All right, because you won't really be doing all this. You need to understand what these are, like the IP domain name Cisco, right? You know that's for name resolution. All right, the username is just so you can have a username for privilege mode. People need to log in using a username and password. Okay. Go down through the interfaces here fairly quickly. You see, did I do a copy run start on this? WR. Let's do it again. Show start. Space, space. There you go. There's my IP address, 192.168.100.253 for VLAN 1. And there's my default gateway, and there's the rest of my configurations. So you see, it's pretty similar. Slight changes because you're going inside a VLAN interface, all right, to put the IP address of the switch. And in global configuration, you're putting the default gateway of the switch, which is your router's LAN interface, the one that's facing the LAN. That is the interface. That is the gateway for the switch. Just like that will be the gateway for your PCs, it will be the gateway for your switch. All right. So we've assigned the IP address to that particular switch. We gave it a gateway. We did all the admin commands we've done before in the router. So now we're done. We're done with the administration commands. And now we begin to start doing things like VLANs and VTP and STP. And we start messing around with all those, and we'll start explaining the, how to tweak all these different things and how to go about it. All right? I'll see you in the next session.